Google Ads major AI push in 2025 and what that means for your Shopify store. Hang out as I explain what that means for your business as a Google partner and how you can really leverage and maximize the most sales out of Google Ads going into 2025. So the AI transformation of 2025 is really happening everywhere. Some people are calling it the everything app. Really, it's a combination of different factors. But this is bigger than mobile. This is bigger than the iPhone. Okay, nobody thought the iPhone was going to be huge. The number one app in the App Store for the iPhone, when it first came out, was an app that makes you drink beer or simulate drinking beer when you shift it because of the accelerometer. It looks silly now, but look how far we've come. People live on their phones now, and AI is going to be a subtle change to that, and it's going to really impact how you have results coming to your business. So it's really important that you need to take advantage of AI to stay competitive. However, you can also make the mistake of relying too much on AI or using the wrong AI. There's several different AIs you can use. All of them have their different pros and cons and advantages, but it really matters on the operator. It really matters on you, your prompting, your expertise, what you're trying to get out of it. If you don't know what you're going to get out of it, well, you're going to get bad, right? I can't really swear on this channel, but it's going to be bad, really bad. And that is going to translate to even worse results based off of what you're doing today without the advantage of using AI. However, some of your competitors are using AI and they're getting those sales today that are transferring into dollars in their bank account. So what are some of the things that are changing in Google for AI? Well, we're going to have these things called multimodal models. It's a mouthful, but essentially Google is going to start mashing up more of your text, your images, and your videos, as we've seen in Performance Max campaigns that are turning into personalized ads. And I stress this one a lot. Personalized advertising is something that was only available to the site catalysts of the world. You would have to pay 6-7-figure licenses a year just to have the technology to make this work. Now you're talking about a few hundred or a few $1,000s a year in licenses to get the same sort of effect for your Shopify store. And Google is going to offer a lot of these features, all of these features for free. Google hasn't done any paid plans or things like that. They've kept the platform free, so the bar of entry is very low to use these AI widgets. Now, Performance Max campaigns have been limited, and over the last couple of years, they have been adding more and more features, but believe me, it is going to be something eventually that will just crawl your website, get everything it needs to know, let you approve the pictures you want, let you approve the videos from your YouTube channel, and voila, you have a multimodal AI-driven campaign running, and most of it is going to be pretty automatic. But is automatic really what you want? Is automatic going to be good enough for your business? Well, you're going to have to look at those dashboards, and at the end of the day, you're going to have to commit to that ad budget to really get a sense of what's working and what's not working for your business. There are all of these AI creative tools that are allowing you to write ad text. We even have some of those tools. And at the end of the day, they're an assistant. They're an aid to your objective. But Google is going to start integrating more deeply with ad copy generators and more AI suggestions to really help you amplify your advertising by allowing you to leverage the latest tools that us marketers have been using for years, and we're not using AI. We are the tools. We've been using our expertise and wordsmithing to create these campaigns. Now Google has really a big sample. They have millions of accounts that they can use and determine what's been working, and they roll that up into an AI tool, and voila, you have a new competitive creative assistant that can help you create ad campaigns. AI is nothing without enhanced measurement. This is something that AI can't set up. AI can't go into your business, understand your business, understand base reality about your business in comparison to your competitors, and have a real world view perspective. AI can only understand what you tell it, okay? If you can tell it a lot, well, it can tell you a lot more. But however, most of us out there, excluding company, don't know how to super prompt. They don't know how to leverage this tool and really get the most results. So you have to be aware of the limitations. And AI is really, you put in data, you get out data. You are the limiting factor here. So don't rely too much on AI, because if you are not a talented marketer, well, you can fail. So you should really gracefully do this and only integrate this subtly, so at least you're on top of the trends, you know what's happening, and when someone comes along that can take over this skill and get you more results, well, you'll at least know what to measure them by. And it's always been like that in Google Ads. You have to have some sort of metric of what's happening, and these advanced tracking solutions can only happen by manually integrating such things as server-side tracking, client-side tracking, and also customer data platforms, to name a few. There are many ways to get the most results out of your Google Ads campaign, but you have to stay on top of things. So we're already feeling the impact of AI at Zima Media with our clients. We have been coaching and training our clients to move away from vanity metrics such as clicks and impressions and click-through rates to more useful metrics such as sales. Because at the end of the day, we're taking all of the sales, multiplying it, dividing it against your budget to see what sort of benchmarks we can achieve. Those are tangible metrics you can get from your business to understand how to invest and grow your advertising into 2025 and beyond. And the thing about AI that I touched about briefly in this video is AI trains on your data. And the most important data for Google Ads is your sales. Is it a good lead? Is it a bad lead? I'll tell you what Zima Media does in a lead generation sense, because it's very similar to e-commerce, but in a lead generation sense, you get a lead. Is it a good lead or is it a bad lead? Bad lead, worth $1. Good lead, worth $100. Qualified lead, worth $250. Proposal sent, worth about $500 to $1,000. Proposal closed, worth anywhere between $5,000 and $50,000. If I know at the end of the day that converted lead is going to be worth $50,000, that means I can spend a maximum of $50,000 to convert one customer and break even. That sounds pretty wild, right? But that's how lead generation works. If you know what your lifetime value is or your average basket value, that's really where you're starting from. You're working backwards by getting those sales into your cart and using those benchmarks. If your average basket value is low, well, I hate to break it to you, but your e-commerce store is going to go out of business. You need to hack your average basket value in order to get the most out of your sales and marketing, in order to invest. If you're focused on clicks and you're selling cat toys for 50 cents, your clicks are going to cost more than your average basket value. So forget about it. Now, one of the sticking points with AI is scaling Gemini. Google has been scaling Gemini. Their new Gemini is supposed to be pretty good. They've got a premium Gemini. I don't know who uses it. I think it's, I don't really want to go into that because the algos are going to find me in my sleep, and that's not going to be good. But for the most part, as it gets more intertwined into the Google ecosystem and it gets better, because I have a hope that Gemini will get better, because ChatGPT, Claude, and all those other models, they're pretty damn good. I don't know why you need another one, right? If your bike is good, why are you going to get a new bike? So some of these regulatory challenges, such as the EU limiting AI, for instance, Apple Intelligence is not available on iPhones here, but we can delete our app store and download apps from another app store, which no one's going to do. No one wants garbage apps. These sort of premonitions of what's going to happen in the future and how AI is going to evolve can be really stifled by regulation, especially if America adopts some sort of regulation in terms of privacy, because privacy is a big one. We're innovating tracking solutions because privacy is telling us that we cannot track customers. So how are we going to report on ad spend if we cannot get that? Well, there's workarounds or solutions, and we don't have to use cookies. We can use first-party cookies, or we can use cookieless tracking. That's how we get conversions for our Shopify clients. Now, if there is any sort of regulatory thing, we're in the clear. If your Shopify store is not using the most advanced tracking solutions, you should be very afraid, because one day, with a stroke of a pen, your analytics could be gone. Your data could be gone. It might not happen so subtly, but there will be a date in the future. So expect cookies to go away. That's something you should really have in the back of your mind, that your marketing, your sales, and your results could go away. And if you're not prepared for it, you're going to go out of business. Guaranteed. I've seen hundreds of businesses go out of business for a variety of reasons. I can talk about a lot of businesses and why they went out of business. So as AI starts to integrate into Performance Max, into responsive search ads, into YouTube ads, we're going to start seeing an evolution of what these platforms can do. And this is going to be great for do-it-yourselfers. This means a lot more people are going to adopt Google Ads. A lot more people are going to stick with Google Ads. A lot more people are going to get results with Google Ads. And what that means for agencies like Zima Media is we'll be there to help take them to the next level. Most people burn out on Google Ads because they don't know what they're doing. So it's great that you'll be able to create more of your campaigns, especially on Shopify, which integrates seamlessly. If you're using Shopify for your advertising, you've already made a good choice for your business. So some predictions for 2025 is consumer behavior, more immersive consumer behavior trends. We're going to see a lot more in terms of what's happening on the top of the funnel, the middle of the funnel, and the bottom of the funnel. Google, of course, is going to give us this data. It won't be set up by default because there's a lot of moving pieces. For e-commerce, I think it's going to be a bit more tactical. There's going to be more people out there explaining how they can leverage this for their e-commerce store and deploy it really quick using Looker Studio and things like that. So you're in the clear there. This is only going to be really hard for lead generation businesses. No, marketing tools, there's going to be a lot of tools appearing. There's tools everywhere that does something for your marketing, and it's created by people that have zero idea, okay? These people are just clever enough to use AI. They create this tool, and voila. You have this tool, and then they start selling it, and you sign up for it, and you're expecting to become rich for $20 a month. You think that's going to happen? Well, good on you. It's going to happen to one of you. It's not going to happen to all of you because there is no substitute for talent. AI is not going to replace your talent. AI is going to make your talent better. It magnifies your talent. If you don't have talent, well, you better work on that first because AI is no substitute. So as these marketing tools surge, we're going to start seeing more integrations with data management. What that means is your analytics are going to transform beyond Google Analytics 4. Google Analytics 4 is dead. We don't use it for our clients. It's one of our benchmarks. We use it as a benchmark to see how bad Google Analytics is. However, if you want to miss 1 and 2, in worst case, 1 in 2 of your visitors to your website by using Google Analytics, go for it. If you're missing half your traffic, that means your results cost twice as much. This is simple arithmetic, guys. These data management tools are going to be clever in a way that if you know all the steps in your funnel, all the different touch points, the content marketing, top of funnel, middle funnel, bottom of funnel, and you have an agent there that studies your analytics, your data management, and your dashboards, well, it's going to spit out more insightful metrics. But at the end of the day, AI doesn't understand your business. These dashboards don't understand your business. Somebody has to set it up. Only the owner, you, the business owner, that develops the business questions understands your business. So you have to present these to an expert yourself, and you should use those as the foundation going into these AI projects. Because without proper business questions and understanding the answers to your business questions so you can deploy the solutions to your business questions, well, AI is just going to be more noise. Just like your feed on Facebook and Instagram, just a lot of noise. You can't really make sense of it. What are you going to do then? You're just going to be lost in a sea of information, a sea of creative, a sea of social posts. I'll tell you, I ignore social media because it's just all AI generated now, and it's only going to get worse. So you have to make sure you're securing your accounts, you're working with partners, and you're really reading your data, and you're reading the right data. You're ignoring the clicks, focusing on the conversions, and making your conversion tracking better. This is the least sexiest part about digital marketing, advertising, and sales. It's conversions. It always has been. And frankly, digital marketing conversion tracking, it has always been the best. You could never do it traditional. How many people see a billboard? There's some guy there with a clipboard counting all the cars that drive by, and they estimate how many people are in the car. That's how they freaking do it. With digital marketing, you at least know a computer comes to your website. Now, is it a human or not? Well, that's another discussion. Maybe it's not a human. Maybe it is a human. Maybe it's a customer. Maybe it's your mom. A lot of the times you don't know. However, the direction we're going with, especially for Shopify stores, if you're using customer data platforms, is you know who they are. Especially if they've been a customer, they've opted in, and they've converted. Because as soon as your customers opt in, well, that cookie consent and all that stuff is out the window. Unless they explicitly send you an email and say no. Most people don't do that. You just click that little dumb box, right? Now, a big one is avoid quick fixes. If you're looking for quick fixes, just like watch shorts or something. I don't know. Like, you should not be in business if you're looking for quick fixes. Running a business is a grind. It's 60 to 80 hours a week. And that pays off, because that 60 to 80 hours a week will land you on a beach in Spain, and you're just going to love life because you know what you're doing. See what I mean? It pays off. Hard work pays off. And I'm just one of the many examples of why hard work pays off. Now, to really just close this, avoid the AI suggestions. They're just going to nuke your results. I think one of the things Google hasn't done and executed, and Sundar, I hope you're listening, buddy, but you have this huge call center that's calling me, and maybe some of your ad accounts, but they're calling me nonstop. I just keep blocking them because you're just human Google suggestions. I don't need that. I know what I'm doing. We've managed 9 figures of advertising budget at our agency. We know what we're doing. Some guy in the phone that just went through a 6-week training doesn't know what they're doing. They don't have the intimate knowledge of Google Ads as an agency or a trusted partner would. So if you were to actually merge the two and get your agents to use the AI to help manage the accounts, not from this free BS calls and account summaries and just generic suggestions, but actually create managers, I think Google would do something. However, I think that's a conflict of interest for them. It would destroy a big part of the industry. And if you piss off advertisers, you better believe they're going to move to something else. So you have to really make sure that you're prepared, because one change in Google can affect your business. One change in Google can affect the agency world. And we're there, right? We're one decision away from that happening. Google's already said they're going to be laying off some of their support staff and replacing them with AI. We haven't seen them execute it, right? It's just like those announcements. Apple Intelligence is coming in an update in like 6 years. Don't get carried away with AI. It's not really going to change anything. However, the most disruptive thing about AI is the white-collar jobs are at risk. White-collar jobs. The blue-collar jobs, e-commerce stores, they're less at risk because they're doing something. They're making something. They're moving something through space and time in the real world in a package. AI just moves pixels and spits it out on a screen. And however you react to it is how you react to it. It's not really a game changer. It's just another tool. So now I hope you embrace AI to some level, and I hope it's making changes for your business. But remember, if you're doing a lot of AI content, you're just one algorithmic update away from getting deranked. We're seeing tons of web pages on some of our clients go down that we're not doing SEO for because they want quick fixes. They want quick results, and they want it cheap. If you want cheap results, you're going to get cheap sales and cheap bottom line results. So make sure you like and subscribe this video and share it with your mom. Thanks for watching.